Hello, everyone. Welcome to our episode today. My name is Gabriel Oke, your host on the Medics in Tech podcast. So, on behalf of everyone at Medics in Tech, I welcome you to today's episode. On today's episode, I have two awesome guests with me. They'll be sharing their experience in tech, what they've been doing in health tech over the past few years. They'll also be telling us more about themselves, what they've been working on even before they come into tech. What they are working on at the moment, and probably what they will work on in the future. So without much ado, not to take so much time. So Ajibade, you can go on and introduce yourself, what you're working on, so that we can get to meet you, know what you're working on, and know who you are. Then after that, Roddiyyat can go as well. Over to you, Ajibade.
Thank you very much. And hi, Gabriel. Hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to this podcast. As you initially introduced, I'm Gabriel Ajibade, and I'm an artificial intelligence engineer in the healthcare space. And I've been building quite a number of products in healthcare. I'm focusing on AI engineering. I'm focusing on AI to improve digital health, right? So I'm also a co-founder of Medics in Tech, by the way, and I'm a co-founder and CTO of OpenHealth, where we are currently building a product to majorly make healthcare delivery, healthcare seamless, right, by leveraging artificial intelligence. So, and we're doing quite a number of interesting works there. So hopefully we'll launch soon. And yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Roddiyyat and I am the founder and CEO of OpenHealth. I am a recent graduate and I'm also a data scientist. And why all of this is really true about my experience in health and technology and combining it together. Whenever I'm asked to introduce myself, I actually just like to refer to myself as a mod. I think it's really because I believe I have this sense of urgency to build and create things that I want to see for myself and that I want to exist in the world. So
You said a mod.
that's
What's the word? Mention a word.
Yeah, MOTH.
Okay, mod. Okay.
Yeah. So it's nice to be here with Abdul Kudus and with you, Gabriel, and I'm excited about this conversation.
All right, thank you so much. Let's dive into it. So, you're working on OpenHealth. Ajibade is working on some AI, AI products, and also working on some teams as well. So, let's start with Roddiyyat. So, can you kind of give us, so that we can understand your journey? Can you kind of give us your journey before you started OpenHealth and what actually motivated you to come up with the idea?
Oh, that's really interesting. So, I attended the University of London. I actually graduated last month, and the idea of OpenHealth came about in my first year of medical school, where I was really struggling, and I felt like there was not enough access to quality and affordable health services, especially as a student and within that particular environment where you had to struggle to see a doctor, struggle to get diagnosed, just struggle to get basic health care. So, and we started working on it fully in 2023, which was where Abdul Kudus came in as our CTO. And currently we actually planning to launch our MVP later this month. And basically, the idea of OpenHealth is we want to act as an intermediary between the healthcare professional and the patient. So we want to be the first line of contact for you as a user to use our platform to get access to basic healthcare needs that you want, whether it's through our symptom checker or our AI body or various other features on the platform. So our goal is to produce misdiagnosis and just provide personalized and tailored healthcare for you as a Nigerian and as an African. So
okay, sorry, thank you. So Ajibade as well, you can also tell us your story, like what you've been working on before you joined OpenHealth, like how has it been for you as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really interesting journey of building AI products, right? I been working and also currently working in companies where we really focus on democratizing healthcare, like leveraging artificial intelligence, um, and it's always a thing of artificial intelligence is a recent, although it has always been in existence, like, but then like it's a recent new tech um, new tech that a lot of people are leveraging, right, across different sectors, including healthcare, right, and of recent there has been a lot of interesting updates in artificial intelligence for healthcare generally, and there's been quite a number of improvements and updates, like I mentioned. So in these companies where I work, we majorly try to like leverage this artificial intelligence in order to provide better healthcare delivery. Um, Majorly, specifically in my like, most recent role, right? Leveraging artificial intelligence for better maternal and child health care, right? So
Okay, thank you so much. So let's go in.
and
Can you hear
that's
me?
been a
Okay, can you hear me? I thought you're done.
like
Sorry. So continue. Sorry, I thought you're done. Sorry.
yes, I just like rounded up now, so it's been quite an interesting experience.
Okay, thank you so much. So now let's go into what you, since you guys are actually launching your product, so I feel like it would be nice to talk about how you guys actually met and what Roddiyyat and the team has been working on before you joined as a CTO, and what has been your contribution, and how you're going to launch as well. And probably you can also use this podcast to also share how you want people to engage with the product, kind of make some recordings, things you can also share on your own platform and say, okay, we're on this podcast and this is what we shared and this is how you can download. So just share your whole project journey with the audience. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, it's also been quite nice so far.
I actually like
Right?
to tell the story of we meeting. I feel like I'm a really good storyteller. So can I take over?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should do that.
Okay. So the idea of OpenHealth came in 2022, like a little while after COVID. But because of various things that were happening in my life during that period, we didn't start working on it then. So in 2023, I started design thinking with my initial co-founder. So unfortunately, he could not be the partner I needed him to be. So due to various issues, he had to drop out. But before he left, actually, Abdul Kudus came on board. So the whole story of Abdul Kudus and I is really funny because I recall my initial partner mentioned he and Abdul Kudus know each other. So we wanted Abdul Kudus to join as our third co-founder. But Abdul Kudus was actually like, apart from the idea, what else was I bringing to the table? Which was really funny to me then because actually I didn't have any tech skills. So that motivated me to like get into school, do data science, and get a little bit of tech skill. So then he finally agreed to join us early into 2024. So he came in and I think 3 weeks after he joined, we actually built our first prototype that we tested with users. And then now we have a team of 5 and we are launching our MVP and we've actually gotten a bit of grant. So the initial story was a bit bumpy, but I'm really glad he's my partner on this journey because he's a really cool person. He's super good at what he does and he's super humble. So I'm going to be here to praise him since he can't praise himself. So apart from all his tech and AI stuff, he actually has a few papers under his name related to healthcare and digital health. So I feel like he's the best person to be on this journey with. And yeah, I like this. So if you want to start to that story, that's cool with me.
So you've been humble all the while. Go ahead.
So, Anyways, I think really she's said most of it, and yeah. So since she had introduced my part, so I also probably introduce her part. So yeah, meeting her has been really an interesting journey. Again, like she mentioned, it was quite funny because we're meant to be three, and now we are two, right? So initially it looked like something. Oh, we was initially planned to be for three people and might be a burden for two people, but then when you have someone that works like 20 times your own work, then you probably have like 21 people in the team of two. So yeah, that's kind of person Roddiyyat is, and it's been really um she does a lot of heavy lifting, right, in the whole organization of the team, in the whole um, in the whole product building journey itself. So, and that has really made the work seamless, right? Especially times when there's to be like a bit of setback in the whole process, and she really carries the burden well, and she's been doing really amazingly well. And it's been a journey of self-improvement itself, right? So because this would be my own first personal whole project. Aside, like I mentioned, I've been working with companies before as an AI engineer. I'm currently working with company too currently. So like this would be the first personal project like that I'll really be involved in, and sharing with Roddiyyat's idea, Roddiyyat's passion, right? Something that I was really able to resonate with easily, coming from a healthcare background. Like I didn't mention, I'm also a final year student. My program up next year, hopefully. So by God's grace, yeah. So really, so it was really jolly, quite interesting, and also more stress free, like expected. So and the whole team management, we were able to get like good people on the team, very efficient people on the team, right? Thanks to our enthusiasm to really we're more intentional about getting people that would really share the passion with us, especially now at the starting stage where we don't really have much funds. And it's been really good so far. The progress has been exciting, and we've all been working towards the launch, and I can say we are in the right track, right? So yeah. So again, it's been really a wonderful journey working with Roddiyyat. Thank you.
Okay, so now let's go into the whole team relationship, since you guys seems to have a very good working relationship. So it's be nice to explore that. So how do you guys complement each other? I know you used to work, you're still a student, Ajibade, and I think you're a recent graduate as well. So are you guys working full time, part time, and how do you really make up time? Because it's very important that you put time when you're building something like this. So how do you make up this time, and how do you complement each other on the team? Because I know different skill set, different competencies. So how do you gel the two stream of experience and skill sets together?
Yeah, definitely. First and foremost, I think it's important to mention that Abdul and I haven't met physically, so all our relationship has been through calls, lot of calls, and time to just bond and know each other very well as founders and being on this journey as partners. So when it comes to time management, that's a really interesting topic. So I know how to manage my time, I guess. I mean, I write my to-do list and I try to achieve everything on it. And I think graduating and having a little bit of time is helping, because when I was in school, it was really stressful. But now I think I have a little time on my hand to focus on OpenHealth fully and actually get some things done. But with other things coming up, because currently we are fundraising, so let me just put it out there in case any investor is listening to this. We're actually raising our pre-seed round, and you can always send me an email, roddiyyat@gmail.com. And I'm going to reply, then we can take the conversation on from there. So it's been really stressful, but I think what has made this really really interesting is that we have advisors that get to help us, to guide us, and we have coaches also. So we are in various incubators, and one was Africa Startup Forum that we're part of last month, and currently we are in Entrepreneurs of Tomorrow, which is a US nonprofit, and we actually have their pitch in December in LA. So it's been really interesting. 2024 was a lot, so I can't even wait to enter 2025. But yeah, that's it. For Misha, that's it on my side.
So for you as well, how will you describe the whole complementary skill set, and how you kind of I know, because what I've realized on things like this is someone will be high on the technical skills, someone more of the management of the team. So sometimes someone is more of a good presenter, getting the investors in. Someone is good on the product and all that. So So how will you describe that? Yeah.
Well, I'm the face of the company, so I'm into pitching to investors, doing a lot of talking, working on our pitch deck, talking to the team. Why Abdul is just basically focused on the tech aspect of it, which is really doing a good job on. And also when it comes to our roles are clearly defined, and also it was with the help of our startup coaches to help us understand each person's role and how to do it better, more efficiently. And when it comes to personalities, I'm not a patient person. I am really assertive, I'm straightforward, and I also get angry easily, so I get really irritable when things don't go my way or things are not done. And Abdul is actually really the opposite. So it's really calm. It takes its time to do things. So it's like it's really crazy, but I guess it just works out. So also the personalities complement. I think that's why we go along really well. Then each person know their role and they do it really well. And we're always there to help each other out. So sometimes I have to actually give me advice on some things we can do on my side. And I just look at, what are you guys doing with the product? How is it going? And just help each other out. And I think recently we started having founders virtual hangouts where we just go and talk about things, OpenHealth, personal stuff, just to bond, know each other better. So yeah, it's been a lot, but we are pulling through. We're almost a year in, so let's see how it goes.
Okay, that would be nice. It would be nice to actually see your product launched and see you guys win some of these competitions. So it's really nice. And I think we've not really been. I think you've actually described what your product is doing, but because that's like what you want to offer as a value, in terms of value proposition. So I would like you to also go in depth, really into the use of what you're building. Like, so let's say I'm a user now. Let's say I download your app on my phone. What do I stand to gain? So I can know that, okay, so if there are two products similar in the market, like some sort of USP now. Like, let's say you want to tell, okay, guy, I want to download this app. These are things you get from it. So how will you kind of onboard me to be part of your customer base?
Okay. So OpenHealth is a preventive care platform. So basically our goal is to help you prevent certain diseases before they happen. And we are focused on Africa, and actually a certain demographics also, which is 18 to 40 students and working class people that fall between that age range. So our MVP, has three major features. We have the symptom checker, we have the conversational chatbot, and we have the personalized dashboard. So for the conversational chatbot, it's really similar to our current prototype. So you just come and you talk to the chatbot, and it's conversational. So it's a lot of back and forth for you to understand what is wrong with you and how it can help you out. And for the conversational chatbot, some of the things we plan to add to it going forward is definitely the voice note feature and the image taking ability. So you can snap maybe a skin problem or something and it's able to translate it for you. And also you can send it a voice note in your language and it's able to translate, so it is speech to speech stuff. Then the symptom checker is built in a way where it's a triage tool. So basically our goal is you select, okay, this is wrong with me, then you select options. This one, you are not chatting, it's not a back and forth something, you're just selecting until you're able to narrow down exactly what is wrong with you, give you recommendations on the next appropriate steps to take, which actually might involve you seeing a medical professional if that's what we feel you need to do. So our goal is just, how can we prevent unnecessary hospital visits and help you maintain a healthy lifestyle? All the features on the platform, that is the goal, to help you maintain a healthy lifestyle, to prevent unnecessary hospital visits and guide you with your health questions or health issues appropriately as an African. So if Abdul wants to add to the technology aspect of it and how the whole AI algorithm works and the whole data stuff, he can, but I'm going to stop talking right now.
Yeah, she's done a wonderful job describing what we are currently building, right? And she, as you mentioned, it's more of a triage tool for preventive health care. So really we leveraging like African data, right, from reliable sources, and that's what we intend to use to train the, or we are using to train the system, right? And the idea is to make it conversational, and unlike just like what you get from other chat platforms like ChatGPT, for instance. So the idea is to get to the depth of what really is wrong with you whenever you come as a user. So if you come to use the symptom checker, the idea is to get to the depth of what is wrong with you. So it's more you know, leveraging what we have, the high system we are building, so attend to your queries as efficient. Yeah, so I was saying that like she mentioned, it's more of a preventive platform where we're working like a triage system for healthcare, right? And as a user that come to our system, you come to make you come to present your complaints, right? And the idea is to catch these complaints and get the depth of.
How are you? So in terms of the journey, like when you're launching the app, so what are you guys seeing in the nearest future and even in the future? Like, what are you guys planning? Because I know tech is a long-term game. A lot of times, the long-term game. So after the launch, what are you guys looking at?
That's definitely a really good question. Thank you so much for that. So currently we have a partnership with MDAS Global. So they saw our prototype and they were really interested in us licensing them our API. So we currently have a 3-month pilot project with them for them to test it out. It's a paid project, so they're going to test it out. Then if they feel like it's of value to their users on their own platform, then we can enter a long-term contract. So I think something really interesting about this whole phase is that it started as a frustration because I was really frustrated and I thought, I just have to build a platform, even if I'm the only one that is going to use it. And based on the user feedback we got when we did the pilot testing after our prototype launch, it was really interesting to know that, this is something people really want. Then also finding out that there's a B2B aspect of it where we can actually license some of the features on the platform to other businesses, to insurance companies. It's really interesting. And we are really excited about what the future would, especially now that we are a fully licensed business. So we have our CAC, so we have like audio regulation for a startup tone in Nigeria. And that, and also the fact that we are raising our pre-seed. And so talking about research papers, and a really good mentor of ours, Dr. Ayomide Owóyẹmí, actually reached out for us to collaborate on a paper comparing large language models like ChatGPT with a more local model like OpenHealth versus health professionals' response. So that's something really interesting we're also working on. So I think the future is going to be really interesting. It's going to be really educative because we're going to discover more about ourselves, about what we are building, how it can be used in both the good and the bad way. So I think I think that's something to look forward to, and also how we can prevent some of the risks and dangers that come with storing people's data, controlling everything that has to do with the whole user interface of the application, and also cybersecurity and the whole tech aspect of it. So just learning on the job, understanding all of that, and also with I think the proper guidance, the proper coaching from people we know already, from people we are going to meet going forward. I'm super excited. So
Yeah. So I would like us to also continue the conversations around the because this is actually an area I'm interested in, healthcare access. So I would like us to also continue the conversation about it. But I like the fact that you guys are licensing, because if you're just starting out and you get people interested in the B2B aspects, you scale very fast. Like when the first person likes it, the second person come back and say they also like it, pay you heavily, and you have little to do. You don't need to like raise a very big team, you know, like you need to like raise those very big team and all that. You just getting your money on the licensing part, and then you're also using it for your own product. So it's very interesting, and I think I now know why you're interested. You're excited about it, because it's quite a lot.
Oh, please slide into my DM. We are taking on anybody. Please, you're always welcome to continue the conversation further.
Yeah, to be nice, because I do communications, and I'm also into some tech product, not so much, but at least early startups, just trying to see collaborations that are possible, we can work on together, and medics in tech as well. Probably can
awesome.
Kind of maybe share
That's good to hear.
Some startup experience with some of the founders on the team on how they can channel their effort appropriately to get their MVP and to get their investors coming in. So I think that will be all for now. So I feel like we have a lot of things to also talk about in the future because of what area you're working. And very nice to have you. Thank you so much for coming on board. I'm really excited. And it will also be nice to also see that you share this, because this is actually like a lot of products you can also share with maybe even your investors, or maybe people that will come into to be with you, so that they can see that, yes, you're sharing your story. So what's your last note to people listening, people that will be your customers, or people that will be trying to reach out to you as partners, or people that will want to be in the same position as you are now?
I think my note is just going to be especially to females that are just entering health tech. I don't think it's that complicated. I think you just have to find your niche and stay in it until you find something you're really good at. Then when you find that thing, just also surround yourself with people that actually believe in your dream and the vision of what you have or what you are doing for yourself. Then you're good to go. I mean, you're going to get to wherever you want to get to, and you're going to achieve every single one of your goals. So just take your time and do it right.
Thank you so much.
And also, there are a lot of problems in healthcare, so trust me, find one to solve and you're good to go.
Yeah, there are so many problems, to be honest. I've worked on I'm laboratory scientist by background, so I've worked in the hospital before, so I know that there's so much. And Africa is a good environment to start up something. Although you may have to like use different strategies to get your value out, like to get people paying. You may you have to go to B2B. You have to get into social impact, whereby you're getting maybe like non-profit investments and all that. So you have to use different methods, but trust me, there are a lot of problems. That's just so that will be all for now. Thank you so much for I really enjoyed this conversation. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Gabriel. And I'll be reaching out to you through email to share our prototype with you, our waitlist and other things. So thank you for having us. And I don't know if Abdulkadir is still here, but
I don't think so. He's definitely on the call.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, that'll be all.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So as I always say, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for us to learn more from you when you listen to what we're doing on this podcast. We want to kind of hear your suggestions, improve on whatever we're doing, how we are posting, and how even we are recording and editing as well. So you can always send us an email. You can always follow up with any of our team members, and they will get through to me, and we can always action on any suggestion So you can also suggest guests, topics, and anything that you think will interest our audience.